Table for two, please.
Hello! My name is Viveka.
And I'm Amy.
And welcome back to Table for Two.
So for today, our episode is going to be a school check-in of how we're doing in this time of our first semester back in person. And just like how we've been feeling and dealing with stuff.
Mm-hmm. So right now we are halfway through our first semester and we only have 2 semesters.
Yeah.
So let's start with how is school in person, because last year both Amy and I have done virtual learning.
Yeah, and we made that very clear, our disliking for it in our first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, I feel like this year of in-person, it has its perks and its non-perks. For one, I feel like I'm wasting so much time. I think I've developed a very big fear of wasting every little bit of time that I have. So, since we were virtual last year, I could just, like, do anything from my room. I wouldn't have to, like, drive here to do this, or, like, I have to go to a specific location, like, even further to get resources for this, because it was all online. So, a lot of times when I had a break, and sometimes when classes ended early because we finished all the content, or I finished all the work, I could just go and immediately do something else. So sometimes, like, I would have my viola already uncased behind me, so when I finished something, I would just go straight to practicing. But now if I have extra time in my class, all I can really do is do, like, other schoolwork, which, like, I kind of don't want to do at that time. I'd rather do something else. And, like, my viola's, like, either at home or, like, all the way in the orchestra room, depending on what day it is, so I just feel like I'm wasting a lot of time in those classes. But it's also great being able to see all my friends and be, like, closer with my teachers instead of having, like, completely virtual and, like, walking. I get my exercise by walking through the school. What about you, Viveka?
For me, school has definitely been a lot better than virtual learning, just because I've been able to reconnect with a lot of people that I distanced myself from, and I don't know, like, I'm actually trying this year, you know, I feel like I'm more, like, a solid person, you know, like, I've materialized as a person, so I feel more whole, and I feel more confident in myself, and I think that's just really making the whole experience better. But unlike you, I don't feel the need to be hyper productive. Quite honestly, it's the really, like, terrible opposite of being unproductive all the time, which is no bueno, because I have college apps and all these other things. And, like, I'm literally starting now. Like, I've started yesterday.
Oh.
My first application is due in 10 days.
Good luck.
Thank you. My counselors actually cannot write my counselor letters for me because technically I am too close to the deadline. But it's okay. It's not like the deadline. It's like the fee waiver. Like the no application fee deadline, you know? I was trying to get there, but I don't think I'll get there, so it's okay. But no, yeah. And then my UT app is due at the end of the month.
Oh.
Which is, like, my important app. So I'm definitely getting on that grind, like, ASAP. I'm just feeling really unmotivated and unproductive, which we will expand on in a bit, and just very behind. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning-wise. How are we doing learning-wise?
I feel like I'm doing a lot better in person,
Me too.
actually. It's just I absorb things more in class rather than
because it's like the right environment for it. It's like we both mentioned before, like, in the comfort of our own home, like, my bed was right behind me. I could have just chosen to get up and go to sleep at any time during the lesson, but it was like, since my bedroom is, like, the place where I, like, lounge around and be lazy, and then I just, like, started having 8 hours of classes every day in there, it was just, like, such a jarring shift, and I was just like, it's my place to relax. No, it's your time to learn. So it was just, like, this terrible, like, whirlwind of work-life balance that was, like, every single time I wanted to rest and I was like, oh, I should be doing work. Every time I was doing work or, like, in school, I was like, I don't want to do this.
I just feel like you said, the right environment came finally. so it's just easier to absorb things.
Yeah.
But I'm very behind on AP Gov.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's easier now because you're in person, so you kind of have to, like, make yourself look at the teacher, look at the content. Because, like, before it was just, like, I need to stare at a screen, so, like, my eyes, like, hurt every single day. But, like, now I can actually, like, absorb and understand the information instead of having it go, like, in one ear and out the other.
Yeah. I would say that, like, a lot of seniors experience, like, what is it?
Senioritis.
Thank you. Senioritis, but I honestly feel like I haven't hit that yet, just because there's just too many obligations on me right now. And I actually want to study hard this year because I finally got a rank and I want to keep that rank. I gotta graduate magna cum laude, you know? Yes. So I haven't hit senioritis yet, but I feel like the second college apps is done, I'll be like, what is life? What is the meaning of me being here? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so college apps. I mean, I touched on this, but I haven't been doing anything very, very concerning at this point. Like, some of my friends are, like, finishing up or, like, they're done. They've submitted. They're applying to scholarships now. And I'm like, yeah. It's just on me. Like, completely on me. But I am going to put in the effort. Like, and for anyone who's struggling with college apps or just, like, anything right now, here's what I'm doing. I cannot go to bed until I have done at least 90 minutes of college work. Like, even if it's 4 a.m., like, you can go to bed at 5:30. Yes. That's my
You
thing.
have to get those things
I have to work on it every day. So, yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that because, like, it's so tedious.
No, it's because, no, you'll be fine. Because you work hard.
No.
And, like, I'll help you.
Thank you.
Learn from my mistakes.
Thank you.
Okay, so, Amy, you have started at a new school this year. It's a new school in our district. And how does it feel? So, it's only sophomores and freshmen this year. And just how does it feel?
It's, like, there's so much to unpack. Like, first off, since it's, like, completely new, everything is starting up. We're late on everything. Like, a bunch of our clubs and organizations, we weren't able to get, like funding, etc. Like, funding and things planned before the year started. And, like, everything is still getting put together. Like, there's still, like, empty cardboard boxes. People are still unloading stuff. There's no bike racks at the school, so people have to wheel their bikes into the library. Yeah. We're still getting it together. So it's, like, super disorganized. And, like, it's a new school. Plus, it's, like, the first time I've been in high school as, like, an actual in-person high schooler. Because last year I did completely virtual, so I feel like that doesn't really count. So it's, like, it feels like it's been 2 weeks, seriously. But it's, like, we're already, like, halfway through the first semester. And I feel like I haven't done enough yet. But
I feel like it's just because you guys are still starting up. And, like, the environment feels like it's still starting. Because, like, for me, it's, like, I've been doing this for all my life.
Yeah,
no breaks.
That's fair.
So, you know, that's how it feels for me.
Like, even, like, databases, like, Mac and Via and stuff, we only got access to them, like, 3 weeks ago. So
I feel like your school opening was really rushed.
Yeah, it definitely was. We got printers, like, a month ago, so...
Okay, so how are we staying on top of things? So... I procrastinate a lot. It's, like, one of the biggest bad habits that I picked up from online school, and there's, like, a week of, like, really intense productivity. Like, I'm on top of it. Like, I'm girl bossing things. And then it's, like, crumbled down. Because I'm like, wow, Vic, you worked so hard this week. Good job. And then the next 3 weeks, I'll be like, that 1 week, you know. That's a good week. That's how it feels.
That's fair. I feel like I'm slowly falling behind, even though, like, currently I'm actually, like, on top of everything. Like, I've finished, like, several assignments that I plan to do over this weekend, but they were, like, I picked them out. Like, I was like, these are the easy ones. I'll do them now. So then now, like, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, I have to do a bunch of stuff. And it's, like, my mindset right now is that I know that everything that needs to be done will get done, because, like, you know, time stops for nobody, and I just need to move along with it, otherwise it's gonna move on without me, and that's my whole little mindset that's going on right now. But I just feel like I can do so much more, and I can do everything that I did even better if I just, like, put more focus and more motivation into it. you know, I don't want to fall into the slump that I did last year. And I know, like, partially now it's gonna be harder to fall into that slump because now there's, like, people around me, people I can talk to, rather than, like, you know, online and whatnot. Because that whole environment was terrible. So now, even though I'm in a better environment, I still don't want to, like, have myself, like, slowly dip into that whole unmotivated, very, very robotic, monotonous, like, state of mind.
Yes.
Especially, I don't want it to hit me at, like, right before AP testing and, like, all that stuff. Because that's when it, like, hits you the most.
Just, like, punches you. Like,
Yeah.
slams you, slaps you.
I know, it's like, curb stop.
Okay, so let's talk about our mental state real quick. A few bad things that have sadly fell upon our life. Upon our lives was, first, I'm pretty sure I failed my calc test. Not test, quiz. So we'll do that.
It's a quiz. It's okay.
Yes. I'll retest. Like, it's fine. I'm not too concerned. It was just I'm really disappointed in myself with it. Some teachers never come to school. My friends know I've been complaining about this lady for so long. But they just never come to school, and then they give us tests expecting us to be A-okay. And I'm like, you never taught us this. But yeah, and then underclassmen are being really annoying. Like, with the devious lick thing, like, it's mostly underclassmen. And, like...
Do you know how many... All of the bathrooms in my school are, like, closed for the guys except for one.
Oh, yeah, the guys are, like, shut and locked. And then for the girls, it's still open, but, like...
We
like,
have several of ours locked.
The pad box is missing in most of them. I'm like, leave that. Take anything but that. And then... Once again, feeling really left behind with stuff and lack of involvement in my club, which it's just something that I have to do. It's just something I have to put in effort.
Yeah.
But it just is not on the forefront of my mind right now, so it's not going to happen. And then I also feel really out of shape and unhealthy just with my diet and not being able to work out as much and just not being active in general. But I feel like that'll change the second college apps is done. Like, I feel like I will prioritize some form of exercise, so like my cholesterol will go down from life-threatening levels.
Oh. I think the bad things that are happening to me right now is just that I have lots of work to finish and a lot of work to start, and I want a very big break. I think it's like something that I can't expect to have because I think for the next like 2 years I'm gonna have something to do all the time, something to dedicate myself to, or like have a responsibility to. But like essentially that like since that transition time between like March 2020 going into that summer, it was like everything in the world just stopped. Like contests, scholarships, volunteering, school. Literally I had to do nothing for all of that, so I could just spend like those 4 months doing absolutely whatever I wanted, and it was great. Because I didn't have any, like, academic responsibilities at all, or work. And I was just, like, I was living my life. So, like, with that, and I was kind of in that sort of mindset, like, thinking things were going to be like that. So now, like, I want a break like that again. But I know I'm not going to get one because, like, over the summer, I'm going to have work to do. Right now, obviously, I have work to do. Over, like, breaks, I'm going to have to start using that as time to, like, study for stuff and prepare for stuff.
Stop.
I'm so sorry.
I hear it in you.
I know, but, you know.
She needs to distress.
I do need to distress. Also, like, my eating habits have been slowly decreasing of quality, you know? Like, you ever get the feeling that you want to eat a whole block or, like, whole wheel of cheese in the middle of the night? Like,
not usually.
You know that feeling, though? Like, when you get, like, hungry randomly and it's, like, 10 p.m., you're just like, it's like, I can't cook anything now, but suddenly I want to eat an entire Italian restaurant stock for the week. You know?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, basically. And going off of work again, I have so many, like, tedious projects for, like, school and, like, certain classes I'm taking, and it's just not been fun.
And I know I wrote numbing on our outline, but honestly, I feel like I'm eerily calm.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't be calm. Yeah. So that's how I feel, but I don't know. I think it's just because my social life is a lot better now, and I feel more content there for the most part.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more me being like, yeah, I need to spend time with the people like I enjoy being around rather than like, go do your college apps, Viveka. Go submit them. You know? That's how it feels.
Yeah. I think I'm calm. I'm actually pretty calm about this. Like, even if I'm like mentally like, I'm just like, oh my god, you have so much to do. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, when people ask me like, hey, are you done with that? I'm just like, yeah, I'm cool with it. I'll get it done. And then I do get it done, but it's like, the question, that's a very rhetorical question, is like, I can get everything done, so like, why am I stressing out so much about it? I feel like this comes from like, it's unwarranted
From
stress.
me.
Oh,
I
God.
said that first.
No.
No.
What?
The whole like, everything will get done.
Oh, yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
You're learning from me. I've imprinted on
You have. I feel like this stress is coming from a place where it doesn't need to show its face. Like, kind of just, I just want to like turn around and leave because like, I can do it. It'll get done. I feel like although that we just like talked about our struggles this year for like quite a bit, there are still some good things that have come with this newfound in-person type of environment we're in. I'm really using that word a lot.
For me, it's definitely my social life.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten a lot better. I've been making more friends. I have the opportunity to actually like go out and do cool things with them. I've found something to occupy my time with, and I'm getting decent grades at school, grades that I'm proud of. So I think it's not going too bad.
I've actually been getting better grades than I did like in online school, which is like really good.
Go Amy.
Yeah, like I'm actually doing well. I'm like, yay! And I've been like, I've had like several group projects, and a lot of them I get to do with my friends because they let us like choose our partners. And one of them was like filming a movie type of thing, and so we spent like so much time like putting it together, and the outcome was actually really, really nice. But that was just such a fun group project, and I've met so many new people like in my school that I haven't gotten the chance to meet, and they're so nice. I love all these new friends that I'm making. So
Good for you.
yeah. With that being said, and how we have identified several problems that we feel like we need to, improve on in the next while, how are we going to approach the 9 weeks ahead of this first semester?
I'm gonna be a girl boss.
As you should.
That's not even a coherent sentence. But I'm becoming a girl boss. Like, that's what my thing is. I'm gonna delete TikTok.
Oh, that's a big
Round of applause. I have never had TikTok. Woo! I'm addicted. So I'm gonna delete TikTok, and I'm going to set up a more productive working environment. So that includes, putting my phone away. Like, if I want to use my phone, like, I specifically have to leave my room and like go to the living room and then study. And then use my phone. And just like getting rid of like all those small little distractors, maybe even like asking my mom to set a restrictions password, which will hurt my heart because she's probably gonna forget and then she won't let me. So I'll set my own restrictions password. And just like restrict certain sites or like put a time limit on them.
Yeah.
And I've set that 1.5 hour goal to work on my college apps. And I think I'll be able to do it. And just reorient the way I plan my days after I get home. So instead of, progressively feeling sleepier throughout the day, I think taking like a big power nap with the second I get home, since I have early release, I can take a 1.5 hour power nap and then just wake up and eat something and go. And then do Pomodoro until I die.
Oh my god, the tomato method. My beloved. Anyway, I'm going to go talk to my counselor about classes for the next semester and anything else I need guidance with, because I remember last year I had such a hard time picking out the classes that I'm taking this year. And like, I do like the classes that I ended up with, but like that process was just like so terrible. And like right now I have a pretty good idea of what classes I want to take. It's just a matter of if I get them or not, because scheduling is, terrible.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk to my counselor about how I'm going to like continue with my the rest of my years here and whatnot. I also want to like clean my room for just
me too.
Yeah. Just like a cleaner and more organized place to work in, because right now it is literally a mess. I took out a plastic container, like one of those big bins, from like the depths of my closet, because that's where like all my notebooks and whatnot, empty notebooks and whatnot are stored. And I haven't pushed it back. It's been like, what, 3 months? Yeah, so I kind of need to get on that, because it's kind of being used as like an extra shelf, a tiny coffee table, you know? So I need to get that back in. And I want to go explore new things I want to do and find time to do them, and just like reorganize how I spend my time more. Because, like, instead of, like, being, I don't want to do this right now, so I'll do this and this at the same time so it doesn't feel, like, too terrible, I'm actually going to, like, space time to do these things separately so I get the best out of them. So, yeah. I also want to try, you know this caster board, snake board, I don't, like, there's 5 different names for it, but it's the one where your legs go all weebly wobbly, and you go doo-doo-doo-doo, and it's like a skateboard.
The ripstick. The caster board. Nice.
This is like 5 different names for it already.
You straight up went with caster board. I thought you were gonna say castor oil, and I was like, how's castor oil coming into this?
Yeah, I want to learn how to like ride one, because like for exercise reasons as well. I'm not motivated to go outside and do anything.
Same.
Yeah. Plus, like, this is like off topic completely, but and I probably don't have like as much time and dedication for this. But I would like to get better at Pokemon Unite. I've always been like at a steady like 3rd or 4th or 5th sort of place for like scoring goals for my team. So I want to.
She wants to move up in the ranks.
Yeah, I want to move up in the ranks.
She wants to be number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all that,
we're done.
Yeah, we are going to try and get us going for this next semester. Our goals are going to be publicly published, so you guys can hold us accountable to them. So this is also a form of motivation for us, knowing that other people know our personal goals and
will possibly watch us fail.
They will watch us succeed.
Yes! Alright. My name's Viveka.
And I'm Amy.
And
we're signing off. And be sure to check out our new episode that will be coming out on Sunday.
Yes, we've changed posting days.
Check this. You can find our episode credits, contact/feedback forms, socials, and YouTube channel all at linktree.com/table-for-2pod, which you can find in our episode and Spotify bio. See you next Wednesday with a brand new episode.